Peace and Pan-Africanism. This is your big brother King Kong consciousness. I want to say rest in peace to my brother Jordan Neely. I want to say rest in peace to my brother Jordan Neely. I want to say rest in peace to my brother Jordan Neely. He was choked out on a New York City subway this past Monday. That's right. I want to talk about my 30-year-old brother Jordan Neely, homeless, hungry, and mentally ill, who got choked out on the subway by another white, racist, ex-military cutout. See, Dred Scott 1857 told us to do. Dred Scott 1857 told us to do. Dred Scott 1857 Supreme Court Chief Justice Roger B. Taney said the black man has no rights. Supreme Court Chief Justice Roger B. Taney, Dred Scott 1857 said the black man has no rights that the white man is bound to respect. Dred Scott is still alive and well. Constitutional scholars claim that the 14th Amendment invalidated the Dred Scott decision. Constitutional scholars claim that the 14th Amendment invalidated the Dred Scott decision. Constitutional scholars claim that the 14th Amendment invalidated the Dred Scott decision. I beg to differ. I beg to differ. So our brother Jordan Neely is on the subway, begging for food because the man is hungry. Begging for food because the man is hungry. I have to say shame on any African who was on that damn subway, who heard that brother begging for food and couldn't share yours or give him $1 or $2. I said, if there was any African on that damn train who saw that young 30-year-old brother begging for food, if you was on that train and you heard that brother begging for food, and none of you New York City ninjas on that train, I'm not talking about my New York family. I'm just talking about the ninjas who was on that train car. I'm not talking about my New York City family. They ride or die. But I'm talking about those few Africans who was on that train who heard that 30-year-old young man begging for food and you didn't give him none. You knew who he was. You seen him do the Michael Jackson impersonation time and time again. All he wanted was some food. Y'all couldn't give him no food. But black women spending $30 billion on hair and beauty, but you ain't got a few dollars to give a brother a meal. Black men spending untold millions of dollars on these snow bunny women, but you ain't got a few dollars for brother Jordan to get some food. 30 years old. And then this white man takes it upon himself to take his life. I don't know if y'all know this, but white men have this unspoken goal of taking a black life. White men have an unspoken goal of taking a black life. I said white men have an unspoken goal of taking a white life. He put that brother in a chokehold. He suffocated him intentionally. That man is a trained ex-military cutout. That man is a trained ex-military cutout. That man is a trained ex-military cutout. You put him in a chokehold, knowing damn well he would die. We just seen George Floyd all over again, subway version. In fact, this is George Floyd meets Trayvon Martin. See, this is George Floyd meets Trayvon Martin. Rest in peace to both of those brothers. And the reason this is George Floyd meets Trayvon Martin, the reason this is George Floyd meets Trayvon Martin is due to the fact that Trayvon Martin was also murdered by white vigilante justice. I said Trayvon Martin. Trayvon Martin was also murdered by white vigilante justice. Trayvon Martin was also murdered by white vigilante justice. So this is George Floyd, choked out. Trayvon Martin, white vigilante justice. This is George Floyd, choked out. Trayvon Martin, white vigilante justice. And let me talk about the mayor of New York City. Can we talk about the response by the mayor of New York City? Where my New York City Africans at? I gotta ask y'all a question. Where my New York City Africans at? I gotta ask y'all a question one time. I'm talking to Staten Island. I'm talking to Queens. I'm talking to the Bronx. I'm talking to Brooklyn. And I'm talking to my Harlem Africans. I said I gotta ask this question of my Bronx Africans, my Brooklyn Africans, my Queens Africans, my Staten Island Africans, and my Harlem Africans. Can somebody tell me why the African family of New York City? Can somebody tell me why the African family of New York City elected a former police to be mayor of the largest city in America? I need New York City to answer me. I need New York City. Why did y'all put an officer who decided that a black cop would be in the best interest of the future of New York City? Somebody got to answer this. I need some answers, New York City. I need some answers, New York City. Why did we decide to elect a cop to become mayor? And to top it all off, Eric Adams is another Democratic Party plantation slave. Lord have mercy. Why do we keep running in circles? Why do we keep committing the same mistakes over and over again? Why do we keep on allowing the same offenses against African people to be repeated time in and time out? Why did y'all vote for Eric Adams? Oh, I know why. Because he was black. I get it. The Barack Obama syndrome. The Barack Obama syndrome. He's black. He must automatically do a better job than the whites. He's black. He must automatically do a better job than the whites. New York City, why did y'all put a black cop in the mayor's office? I'm not disrespecting black police. I know a lot of black police who love black people. But for Eric Adams to get where he is, you know damn well he's in the front pocket and the back pocket. For Eric Adams to get where he is, you know damn well he's in the front pocket and the back pocket of the Fraternal Order of Police. He's in the front pocket and the back pocket of the Fraternal Order of Police. Eric Adams, this Democratic Party plantation slave. This Negro had the nerve to say that we are not going to take any action on the white murderer. We're not going to take any action on the white murderer until we conduct an investigation. We must stay focused. Eric Adams said we are not going to take any action until we conduct an investigation to see if our brother was choked out justifiably. The African mayor of New York City said we are not going to do any actions. Nobody's getting arrested. Nobody's being charged. Nobody's being indicted. Nobody's going to jail until we do an investigation to see if the choke was justifiable, brothers and sisters. Did you not see the video? Did African mayor of New York City not see the video? Did Mayor Eric Adams not see the video, brothers and sisters? Did he not? Because I'm trying to understand how a white man chokeholds a black man in New York City subway and no black people intervene. If memory serves me correctly, it looked like there was black men assisting the white man restrain this 30-year-old harmless brother. Did y'all see what I saw? Did I get that right? Did I get that right, brothers and sisters? I need somebody to give me an ashe or an okay. Give me an ashe or an okay. Did I see Negropeans aiding that Neo-Neanderthal as he choked out our brother? I could have sworn I saw brothers helping the Caucasian suck the life out of the African. Am I wrong, brothers and sisters? It doesn't look like I saw anybody tell him to stop. If I'm wrong, tell me. Did anybody tell him to let him go? If I didn't know no better, that looked like white Jesus and his people of color disciples. If I didn't know any better, that looked like white Jesus on the floor, on the cross, choking out the black man with his so-called people of color disciples with him. You mean to tell me black people stood there and watched that white man choke out a 30-year-old boy? Brothers and sisters, insane. Eric Adams said, we got to do an investigation. What is there to investigate? What is there to investigate, Africoon? Brothers and sisters, you saw the video. What does Mayor Eric Adams have to investigate? Can somebody help me out? Can somebody help me out? Oh, I know what this is about. This is about white privilege. White privilege, white male privilege, white male veteran privilege. That's what this is about. White male veteran privilege. Because he is a veteran of the armed forces, he has the right to kill black males. Because he is a veteran of the armed forces, he has a right to choke out black males. So Eric Adams, police officer, African cop, is going to look for a loophole that allows this privileged white Neanderthal to get away with cold-blooded murder in broad daylight. I said your democratically elected plantation slave of a mayor is working with the police and the white power structure to look for a loophole in the law that would allow them to hold that white man harmless for unjustifiably choking out the life of a black man in broad daylight. Eric Adams is a cop first. He's not black first. Eric Adams is a cop first. He's not black first. Eric Adams is a cop first. He's not black first.